really like to sit in front of a screen for many hours. But yes, television provides a very cheap and good source of entertainment. So whenever I have some extra time or I feel that I am free from my work, so I just switch on the TV and I just start like enjoying the programs that I really like. But I don't really like to sit for many hours in front of TV screen.
Okay. Which television channel do you usually watch?
Most of the time, I really like to watch Discovery Channel and the channels that broadcast the documentaries on different interesting topics. And other than that, I also like to watch cookery programs. And other than that, I sometimes really like to watch the fitness-related programs.
All right. So, do you enjoy the advertisements on television?
Sorry, there is some distortion.
Uh, do you enjoy the advertisements on television?
Oh no, I don't really like to watch the advertisements most of the cases because I feel that they just distract or create some disturbance in my attention that I was having to watch in watching a particular movie or some program. Because sometimes the movie or the drama or the program is on a very critical situation that the advertisement just like disturb all the situations that were created around me. So I most of the time don't like advertisements. And other very bad thing that I feel about the advertisements are that they sometimes just humiliate people, and they just force people to buy sometimes those things that are not in really much in need. So I think because of these advertisements, people sometimes waste a lot of money, and all the time the advertisements are not harmful. Sometimes they provide very good source of information to learn, especially for those products that are new in the market. And just by viewing these advertisements, sometimes you may recall that what particular things you have to buy for your home and for your work as well.
Okay. Do you think that most programs on televisions are good?
Yes, most of the time the programs that are displayed or broadcast on the television are good because the um, media or the media is very keenly censored for those contents that are not appropriate for the people to watch. So the most of the content that is very keenly designed for the viewers. So the programs that are displayed on the televisions and especially on our local channels are very much likely to our culture as well. So I think most of the programs are very good on the TV, but yes, some programs on the international channels or the channels that are not our culture related. These channels or the programs are not appropriate for, especially for our youngsters, because they are not mature people and they don't have stable mind. So they very much sometimes get influenced by the new cultures and the international, the Western culture.
Okay. Do you think television is gaining popularity or losing it?
No, I don't think so that television is much popular among youngsters days. And I observe that old generations, like our parents or our elders, really like to watch TV because they have a hidden old habit of watching TVs on some particular time. But if I talk about the youngsters or the new generation, they don't really like to watch TV programs. They just have their own gadgets like iPads or laptops, or even the mobile phones are very much modernized these days and are of latest models. So they usually watch all their favorite programs on their personal gadgets, because these type of gadgets provide them privacy. Like they can just watch whatever they want to watch. They don't have to bother the interests of the other people, like the other family members. But when it comes to the television, so usually all the family members, like it was basically tradition of every family that all the family members just sit together in the TV lounges and they watch the programs that are like desired for most of the family members. But some family members don't like those programs and they just respectfully sit there just to like obey their elders. But within heart, they don't really like such programs. So the personal gadgets like provide room to escape for those people who don't really watch the common programs, and they like to watch the separate programs that they really like.
All right. Now we come to part two of the test. Uh, Describe a friend of your family you remember from your childhood. You should say who the person was, how your family knew this person, how often this person visited your family, and explain why you remember this person.
Um, Actually, I can say that all of my family members are like are of very good personality and very good traditions and norms as well. And I observed that all of our family members have a very respectful position in the circle, especially in social circles. And I think the all the credit goes to our elders, like our grandparents, that they teaches us very good lessons and they give us very good traditions that we follow very respectfully and very regularly. But here I would really like to talk about one of my cousins. He's basically my childhood friend as well, and he's my she is my cousin as well. Um, in fact, she is like 3 years younger than me, but we have very close relationship with us. Um, we have very good relationship. Yes, she is, and she lives in the other city as well. I remember that when I was a child, whenever I have some vacations, like the summer vacations or the winter vacations, I always insisted to my parents that they allow me to go to my that cousin's home, because we always shared a very good relationship. We did not fight. We did not fight ever. Like I don't remember any time that when we fighted on some issue. Actually, my grandmother was very like polite with both of us, and she always makes the balance between both of us. Like she always. My dad's cousin lives with my grandmother actually, and I live in this city, Lahore, and she lives in Hyderabad. So my grandmother and my cousin as well. They both made sure that whichever thing my grandmother bought for my cousin, she always gathered all the same things for me, and she just handed over the things to me when I visited their home. And here I also like make sure these things. I always buy the same clothes and the same shoes or anything that I bought from market for myself, and I made sure that I bought the same thing for my dad cousin, because we shared like sister type of bonding. And whenever my other family members or the cousins always admired our friendship, that we did not fight it ever on anything. We have hidden quality of compromising, and whenever if I am doing something wrong, she covers me, and whenever I feel that she is doing something wrong, I covered her. But we did not like fighted on anything, and we negotiated the thing and settled the matter. And we share these things, although our like interests and our fields of studies are entirely different. Like I went for the medical studies, and she go for the economics, which I really hate basically. But she like graduated economics as the major subject. So till now, we are very much busy in our lives. I got married. I have my own like busy routine, and she is not married yet, but she has her own routine. We hardly find time to contact each other. But whenever we find time, maybe after 6 months or maybe after 1 year or 1.5 years, whenever we had a chance to meet each other, we just meet with each other in the same way as we were in the childhood. And we don't know, I don't know that what is like hidden between us. I always attracted towards her, no matter where she is or where I am. We always share a very good attraction between both of us. And she always she has very good sense of humor. She's very polite and very soft hearted, that people also always admired. And she these are basically the uh, uh, basic instinctive qualities of our family, that we are very soft hearted people, and we just very much fascinated towards the kindness of the people, rather than just the wealth of the people. And I think these are the qualities that are very prominent in her personality. And everyone around us and around her admired her, and admired her and praised her, that these are the qualities of her family that she represents, are worthful and appreciated.
All right, nice. Now we come to part three of the test, and it's
Okay.
about the discussion topic is friendship. Why do you think makes someone a good friend to a whole family?
Uh, Actually, I am on the day, and I think there is some distortion in the signal, so I can't listen to. I basically can't hear the question. So kindly repeat the question.
Oh, good. Why do you think makes someone a good friend to a whole family?
Why someone make what?
Why do you think? What do you think
Mm-hmm.
makes someone a good friend to a whole family?
लाइक वो क्या चीजें हैं जो किसी को अच्छा दोस्त बनाती हैं?
हाँ, यानी ऐसा क्या अच्छा होता है कि a person become the we'll say favorite of the whole family?
Okay, okay. Actually, I think the most important factor or the quality that a person should have that makes it the favorite of the family is that the person always likes the peace, and he or she always try to gather all the family members, rather than just making some problems and creating issues and fighting with the other people, or exaggerating the fight if some member of the family are fighting. So the person who play a very responsible role in just finishing the fight between two of the family members, and always try to gather all the family members, and they always try to maintain the close relationship with everyone. So intentionally or unintentionally, everyone in the family really likes that person who always interested in joining all the other family members.
Now, next question is, do you think we meet different kinds of friends at different stages of our lives?
Yes, I strongly believe that we encounter different types of friends in our different stages of our life. When we are at school, like we are children, our friendships are very pure and without any personal intentions and personal interests. I remember then that all of my friends are of different classes and are of different family backgrounds, but we did not pay attention towards the wealth of each other. We just play together in the streets or in the playgrounds, no matter what our parents are doing and thinking. Our friendships were very much pure. But when we grow up, I observed that the materialism and the like cleverness and dishonesty like started to develop in people, and I clearly observed that all of my college fellows were like very short-lived. They have very short-lived friendship with me. We were like very good friends in the college, but now we are not in touch because we don't have to do with anyone. Like we think that it would be a wastage of time if we spend or we spend in searching of other people. And when I further grow up, like I become mature, I realize that most of the time the people around you are very clever and dishonest, and they just stick to you with their own benefit. And most of the people are very much selfish. They always behave very well when they have something to do with you, but when their objectives are fulfilled, they just forget about you and they just don't pay much attention towards you, and they even don't give the importance to you. So I think in the childhood, the purity in the friendship is very commonly seen, and but when we grow up, the purity and honesty is gradually like declined.
All right. So, how easy is it to make friends with people from a different age group?
I don't think so that it is very easy because the every group because the every group of some certain age they have different type of mental growth, so they have different type of interests. Their like point of views are different. So I think it would not be a good idea as well to make friends of different ages, and it is also not very easy task to make friends of from different age group. But for example, all the children or all the children which are of same age group, they can easily make friends of each other because their point of views, their interests, their preferences are same. But when we see the group of adults, their interests, their preferences are entirely different from the children. So they have the friends are of their equal age, but yes, there are some the different stories are also very famous in every society. There are some people who have some different kind of personalities. They have some unique type of interests. They can make friends from every age. Like if I talk about myself, few of my friends are of my age, and a lot of my other friends are from like younger age group, and some are quite older than me. But I think, um, um, but as I already said, that it entirely depends upon some personal qualities. But we cannot say that this is something very easy to do for everyone.
Okay. Next question is, do you think it is possible to be friends with someone if you never meet them in person? Is this real friendship?
Um, I think friendship. Nothing. Friendship is nothing to do with the physical meeting. Like it entirely depends upon each bond that you share with your friends. Like by the heart, you know that someone wherever he or she is sitting, and in any corner of the world, when you know that that person would be helpful and helpful to you whenever you are in need, and whenever you want to discuss something with someone, and that person always comes to your mind. I think this is the kind of relationship or bonding is called as friendship. Friendship doesn't mean that you have to meet with your friend on daily basis, and if you meet someone with on daily basis, it means that he or she is your good friend. Like we go on our work on daily basis and we meet up with our colleagues on daily basis, but it doesn't mean that these colleagues are your good friends or your friends. But I like here I will quote the example of myself. My best friend, I did not meet with my best friend for many years. Like I think it's about 10 years from now. But we are in contact with each other because our routines are entirely different from each other. We live not so close to each other, so it is very difficult, especially for her, to come to my home and meet me. And so I don't really force her to come, but we are always in contact whenever I find time. And whenever she find time, she contacted me either on the call or on the message, or whenever I feel, I just text him that I am feeling depressed, or even I don't have to say that I'm depressed. We share a very close bond that she can judge from even my two words that I am depressed or I'm happy. And this is the same for myself as well. I can judge that what is the state of her mind from just the text of her two words. So I think, and I always feel relaxed whenever I am stressed or worried about something. I just feel relaxed whenever I talk to her, although the matter is still standing on the same position and there is no solution of the matter. But I feel relaxed, and I know that she will just never ever disclose all of my secrets and all of my personal things to anyone. And this is the same thing, with myself, and she also believes it that I am the most honest person when it comes to her. So she can very easily speak to me, and I can also speak to her. I think this type of relationship is called as friendship rather than just meeting with anyone on daily basis.
Right. So, what kind of influence can friends have on our lives?
What kind of?
Influence
Okay.
can friends have on our lives?
Yes, I think the this time is of glamour. This is basically the world of glamour, and we very much interested and get influenced or fascinated towards the glamour these days. A lot of people just go after like money. They just think that all the person who have a very huge bank balance is respectable, and this is the bigger reality of our society, that we are living in such society or in that world where we just respect those people who have a very huge bank balance or who have very sparkling type of lifestyles. And we do not go in the depth of the actual realities these days. We do not give respect or importance to the qualities that a person should have, like how honest he or she is with his relations, with his matters, and how pure that person is. We do not get influenced by these things on majority of the business, but it doesn't mean that this is true for everyone. Like I am saying that majority of the people get influenced by the wealth, by the showcasing, by the sparkling and colorful lifestyles that are showcased all around us, and these are basically the majority thing. But if I talk about myself, I will go. I will get allured by that person who I think that is very much pure and work for the betterment of the people, and who always go forward to help the other people, and did not think much for him or herself. So I think these are the basically qualities that should be attractive to anyone.
Right. So, next question is, how important would you say it is to have friends from different cultures?
Um, uh, I don't very much the idea that it is very important for everyone to have friends from different cultures. I think this thing is not mandatory basically, but it is very good that if you have friends from because by this your vision would be broadened, because you have the opportunity to meet the different people from different cultures. You learn a lot of new things, like which are not like known to you before, and you can share your thinking. You can spread your message to the other culture, and you can learn good things from them, and you can also teach good things from your culture to them. But yes, it is very good and informative and fruitful for the person who have friends from other culture. But I can't say that it is very important for everyone to have friends from other culture.
Right. So this was the last question on this test. So
Okay.
shortly we'll start another test. Is it okay?
Yes, I have 20 minutes
All right.
to reach home, so I we can like
Okay. Give me
take
a
a
couple of minutes.